Hello everybody, this is going to be my video for What If Episode 8, which is What If Ultron won. And this is a this is an episode I've been kind of looking forward to ever since I saw like the original promotional material for the What If series. Um, where they've first showed the version of Ultron that they would be using, which is basically epic final boss battle Ultron, where he did complete his vision of having a perfect biomachine body, and he then gathered all of the Infinity Stones. Very scary. And at first, it basically follows Black Widow and Hawkeye as they fight against Ultron robots. Obviously, it seems like a lot of time has passed. Like they're a bit old. Like it's like around uh like Infinity War era, I believe, but just everything's destroyed because of like the destruction that Ultron had done across the planet. And uh Clint Barton had lost his arm, and he has like a robot arm, not as like advanced as like the Winter Soldier like vibranium arm, but it seems pretty durable. It just looks a lot lower tech, and at the same time, they show kind of like a flashback about what has happened until now. Ultron killing Tony Stark, gaining his new synthoid body, um, infecting like the all the tech in the world, basically launching nukes all across the planet. And when Thanos arrives, he he's like, "Oh, fascinating," and just like lasers Thanos in half, like immediately. Um, and which was a bit shocking that he was able to kill Thanos so quickly, even though Thanos had like all the other Infinity Stones. And then, of course, Thanos gains all the Infinity Stones and decides to bring, you know, peace to all the worlds, peace in our time, as he says. Of course, by destroying all life on the planets and stuff. Nat and Clint, they find a way to stop Ultron, and to my surprise, it was Zola. I did not expect to see Zola in this episode. Um, and I didn't think that they would bring back Zola. Um, but it does make sense that there would be, um, well, Zola would have backups of himself around the world. I mean, if you like become like a digital being, you want to make backups of yourself because you can, in case like you die, and that does give like certain implications for the main MC universe. Um, because that means Zola's probably still around in the main MCU. I mean, especially after what they're going to be doing with like all the multiverse stuff. Uh, Anywho, their plan is to put Zola in a in an Ultron bot so that he can infect the Ultron hive mind. Meanwhile, the Watcher is watching Ultron and he goes from like planet to planet, killing everybody. And when he's done, Ultron elevates to higher perception and notices the Watcher watching him. Who watches the Watcher? And Ultron goes after him. Uh, Nat and Clint manage to put Zola in an Ultron bot, but he's not able to connect at this point. And, that's because Ultron, whenever he saw the Watcher, he went after him. And he found out how to leave his universe. So Zola cannot connect to him because, you know, Ultron's out of range. And Ultron goes to fight the Watcher, and it's pretty epic. I really like the artwork in this. Um, Ultron like gets the drop on him, knocks him like through a whole bunch of different universes. Um, but the Watcher, after getting a beating, uh, gets pissed, decides to fight back, and he armors up, and it looks pretty cool. And he matches Ultron for a little bit, but Ultron just ends up being too much for him. Um, and the Watcher is able to escape though, and he needs help, of course. He lands in Strange Supreme's self-made prison, and breaks his vow and asks for his help. Um, Enough said. I really enjoyed this episode. I felt they portrayed Ultron far better than how he was portrayed in Age of Ultron. Like, it's not really a fair comparison though, because you're comparing like a 30-minute like animated episode to a full feature-length movie. But like, since it's centered around Ultron, you do get to hear him speak a lot. And he has like a much more colder attitude in this. They still play on some of the terminology he used in Age of Ultron, because that's what people are familiar with. But a lot of that stuff is like not how he is in the comics. But I feel like they fixed that with this episode. I'm really looking forward to the next episode too, where the Watcher is apparently going to be gathering the Multiverse Avengers. But for now, until next episode, Ultron wins. And Spider-Man, he's got a saying, with great power comes great responsibility. I hope everybody has a stellar night.